there are no fitting positions for you in the security department, would you consider taking on a management role in the frontline department? You have ample experience and skill, and the company still needs you. On the Heimdall force as the adjutant.
We have a round of applause, please. These coyotes really do love a good ambush. If they had even basic organizational skills, they might actually be dangerous. Fitting name they pick for themselves, yapping away at our ankles. I should actually be careful.
How can I join you? What do I need to do? Why? That Titan. It's called Ymir, yeah? When it descended, my dad, my mom were sitting here. I saw it with my own eyes. The Titans are very horrible creatures.
You're ready, Adjutant. When there's a need, you can give orders in my name. You have good judgment.
She's not wrong.
First order is take this.
Every moment things should go on. Whatever. Break into midnight, get involved. Tries my spirit as high that step to speak out. Oh, I'm like the freely a blessing, not chapter top. Rabbits return to program. Here was part of glitter. You try spinning well. Write it down, down, and down. On the exact number in random generation.
I brought Wednesday and Fenny into a nearby building. Even if we hid indoors, the snow could still pierce reinforced concrete and float in, leaving nowhere to hide. Through a gap in the wall, we finally laid eyes on the Titan's true face. Ymir. She initially murmured the Titan's name, then suddenly, Ymir! Lightning burst down from her left eye, the only one remaining. The concrete floor under her feet spun round and round. At that moment, I could sense that she was no longer the Wednesday I knew. Odin. She's flooded. She's going to head for Ymir. Adjutant, stand back. We can't do anything to stop her. We'll have to try the new injection. Time was running out. She had already become Odin. She wouldn't wait around for me to load the injection, nor would she patiently stand still. Don't get close to her. Hey! My body moved before I knew what I was doing. I hugged her. I reached out and drove the injection directly into her body. The girl overtaken by Odin was like a monster in my arms. I felt the wrath of her elbows, teeth, knees, and palms. She struggled to break free and track down the enemy who took everything from her. I could hear the sound of my ribs breaking and the electricity running through my flesh. Finally, everything slowly grew calm. Wednesday? Yeah. I released the girl from my tight grip. You're hurt? I bandaged myself up quickly. Fortunately, only my ribs were broken, and I was able to move. My resilience seemed to have improved when compared to before. Yeah, only your ribs are broken? What are you, a Mortal Kombat character? What the fuck? It's nothing serious. Don't worry. I'm sorry. I have a feeling we'll run into Ymir again. But you can't get revenge if you die. Something flashed through Wednesday's eyes. She opened her mouth but hesitated to speak. She turned around and walked over to a distant corner, squatting down. She then wrapped her arms around her knees, curling up like a ball. I was then unable to see her expression. Adjutant, feeling like you need a little more manpower? I have good news then. You can assign new operatives or reassign current ones right here. Yep, gotcha. You're quite skilled. Have you played before? No, I've done plenty of gacha before. Now, I'm gonna be honest. This game actually has the weakest gacha animations
I'm Acacia.
ever
Just Acacia.
that I've at least played so far. Like, yeah, she's done a little knife whip and stuff, but like, this game's gacha animations, I just don't feel anything when pulling for gacha in this game. They said that this can help me get stronger. I'll take a look and it can be like a show I'm catching up on. Not bad. Yeah, no, but seriously, I don't feel anything when doing gacha in this game, unlike I do in other games, because it's like, I think it might be the problem that, and now Honkai Impact 3rd does this, where there's kind of like 5 different versions of a character who's already in the game. This game does it too, but it's like, it's kind of hard to see a difference. And like, I don't know. It's like, once you get some characters, I don't know, they just all kind of look the same. It's like, yeah, they have a different outfit, maybe their hair is a bit different, but it kind of just feels the same, you know? It's not that different. Because everyone still has to use a certain... Well, then no, it would be the same as Genshin, you know? Everyone, all sword users use the same swords, all
it helps to see down all the
gun
paths.
users use the same guns in this game, which is like every pistol user is going to be the same, but I don't know. There's something about this game specifically where doing gacha to me, I have no feelings for whatsoever. I just absolutely no feelings for. When usually you get the usual, ooh, look at that, I get to do this, I get to do that. Yeah, I'm ignoring what she's saying. But I get to go do this, I get to go do that, and it's like, I don't feel that in this game, surprisingly enough. I just don't. I just don't.
Oh,
And usually,
it's snowing.
it's what some people play gacha games for, is the little adrenaline rush from your gacha, but I'm not getting that here. But anyway, as you know how I play
With a
these
legend
mobile
like
games
me by your
anyway,
side,
I'm
you
gonna
must
end
feel
up
pretty
swapping
honored.
to a reroll account, which is actually a main account, which actually does have 5-star characters on it already, thanks from rerolling.
My memories never fade. The good and the bad. I mean, they're all tiny parts of me.
I'm not really different from you guys, right?
So here we are on the main account, which was the account that I re-rolled a couple of times. This character, this version of Fenny, is actually a free Fenny that the game gave me when I logged in. I think it was the anniversary. I don't remember. I think it was the anniversary, that's why I have her. I pulled for this character specifically. And, I don't know if it could be me. I know this game is going through, like, censorship issues, because before it had censorship issues, and then it turned into a full Gunner game, and then I think the censorship is catching back on, because when you look through the events page or look at character portraits, they have a censorship thing in the way of the booba and the underwear. So, I don't know. This game actually seems to have a lot of issues like censorship or the English voice actors are actually like all gone from the game.
Everyone is
Actually,
looking to
even
you,
though they're still
so
in here,
give
the
them a
English
role
voice
model.
acting is not happening anymore currently at this time of recording, because they're just
you
like, oh, we
saying
hate how the
You
game
have
is
secrets too?
changed and went gooner. But it's like,
Drop the phone.
I don't know, man.
exercise.
That's just what's happening there, and I think that happens around like chapter 4.
They've been through
'cause that's
things
when
I
chapter.
haven't.
I think I heard that chapter 4 is when like full-on voice acting happens.
I can't tell them to stop.
But yeah, that's like 3 things that I say are just kind of bad things with this game so far. Censorship, which is not much of a problem to me, but just in general, censorship. The gacha is not really that much enjoyable. You don't get really any kind of feeling out of it. I guess maybe that doesn't have to be a problem with the game at all. But the English voiceover thing is an actual issue since we don't have them anymore, so. But I can't really blame the studio. I blame the voice actors for just cutting out of the game just because some virtual, fictional, fake characters that aren't real are doing all this weird shit now. I mean, come on. You're voice acting. It's not your body. So what are you upset over? You know what? That kind of sounds really bad. Either way, you're voice acting. It's a character you're playing. There's nothing to worry about. So why cut yourself from a job? You know other companies are going to be like, oh, you're that voice actor who doesn't want to be part of things like this. Yeah, you're not getting this job, so no pay for you. And trying to get into...
Get ready to dive
anime
right
is
in.
full of fan service, you know? So how the hell are you ever going to voice act in anime again if you don't want to be part of this game? I don't hear an answer. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting. I've actually been saving up that rant for like a long time because a part of me knew my PlayStation was just going to die again, and Snowbreak was something I was going to try if that happened, and well, since I am trying it now, yeah. So, I think that's all I'm going to say until later on in the video. But also with having, I actually get another character later on to fill up the team of 5 stars. And since the game gives free 5-star weapons as well, I mean, at least at the time when I played the game, you pretty much can get one character insanely overpowered when you start the game. So it's like, I guess in a way I've killed a slight amount of enjoyment because I'm already so overpowered. So, yeah. I want to make sure that you know, I think the game is very interesting so far. I don't want to make it sound like I hate the game already, because I don't. The game is very interesting so far. I like the premise of Snowbreak. You know, I always like the whole Norse thing going on where characters are powered up by Norse gods and shit. And I kind of like the slight
Always more
Division
work.
feel I get out of the game. At least I get a slight Division feel out of it when I am in
That's what they pay us
the
for.
snowy areas or down in tunnels. I'm definitely not feeling a Division feel over here, but I'm sure other people get what I mean. This is interesting so far. This is like if Girls Frontline allowed me to play the game like this, which actually Girls Frontline is doing
Winter
a
warmer for you.
in-between Girls Frontline 1 and 2 game. So I might do that at some point, whenever that comes out. Maybe. I don't know. Since I'm yapping
Done.
about everything in this
And don't
video, I also
forget
do
my
kind of want to
overtime
say
pay.
that I do kind of find it interesting that you can have certain characters be like, one character can have English voice, the other character can be Japanese, and the other character can be Chinese. Apparently, if you put Fenny on Japanese, every version of Fenny will go immediately to Japanese. You cannot have one Fenny be English and one Fenny be Chinese and one Fenny be Japanese. It don't work like that. But it's also funny that when you use a character that only has Japanese voice lines, but had a previous English version of that character, it's funny to hear them swap in between English for their default voice lines. in combat to then doing the skill voice lines that are only voiced in Japanese currently. It's kind of funny. It's really funny to me. Which is kind of interesting too. It's like the characters speak English, but when they do their skills, they have to say it in Japanese. It's actually it's kind of like an interesting premise, even though that's not what they meant to do at all. I don't know. I might just be getting stupid.
Looks
like the snow has stopped.
If the
Never
intelligence is
appeared
right,
before.
the rocket should
Ajuden,
be
do you fully
somewhere
understand how
around
dangerous the
here.
containment zone is?
These coyotes, they've tasted blood now. We need to be ready.
I wasn't your first pick? We have extras on set. The show must go on. Already reloading. Objective complete. A big surprise. She stoops to conquer. As if I need money.
Fenny, we're still going to have to recover it. Leave it to me. Enemy forces.
So, you've realized you need me then. Take a bow and exit stage right. 私の勝ちね。どう？あんたは私だけ見てればいいの。
Outer sweep complete. No hostiles in the vicinity of the perimeter. Wednesday had seemingly recovered from her emotional unrest. The area around the target is clear. I'm going to check it out. Adjutant, send me the list of goods that need to be recovered. As soon as I sent over the list, I heard a ruckus over the communicator. There was a sharp sound of metal breaking, then the noise finally ceased. After a short silence, Fenny spoke up. Bad news. Looks like we're in big trouble. The goods on board the rocket aren't so much goods as they are weapons. I checked the list again. Knee-type mech, anti-armor rocket launcher. It was full of weapons. I already counted, and the number of weapons doesn't match up. I flagged any that are missing. Fenny had flagged the knee-type mech as a key lost item. Several other weapons were also marked lost. The ones marked as damaged are Just like it says, they've been damaged beyond use. I decided not to pursue it any further. Hey, Caroline, can you hear me? I once again tried calling Caroline, and this time I finally received a response. It's finally working! Did you just run into a Titan? I explained the situation to Caroline. Was it really Ymir? Are you sure? It hasn't been spotted since the descent. We'll discuss Ymir after you get back. Let's talk about the task at hand for now. You're already located the rocket, correct? Yeah. Why are there so many weapons on this rocket? Well, it was carrying another squad that was sent to recover Milliston Station. After being launched on February 15, 2058, the rocket lost control as it was approaching Milliston Station. It only recently crashed in the buffer sections. We didn't discover any signs of life or human remains. That's very strange. Did you analyze its freefall trajectory? Its trajectory was normal, and it was moving periodically in low orbit ever since it lost control. It didn't deviate from its orbit until it collided with another craft a while ago. And it happened to land in the containment zone. I don't need... okay. Check to see if there are any similar incidents. Sure. I think I'm giving myself too much time. I'll start with other criteria and search again. What are you guys going to do now? Let's reassess the current situation. The Coyotes found the rocket and removed some of the weapons on board, so... they'll definitely be back to get the rest of the weapons. Our mission just got more difficult. We need to stop the Coyotes here. Transporting a mech and with that many weapons isn't something a little ragtag group could handle. You might need to put in some overtime. I'll buy you guys some Ymir soda when you get back. Judith, we have to call for backup. Even Wednesday wants backup? Well, I have to admit, guarding this place would be pretty tough for the three of us. Couldn't we just destroy the rest of the weapons? Are you going to blow up the entire rocket? We still have to investigate why the rocket fell in the first place. Don't worry, your backup has already arrived. As the adjutant requested, Fritia and Marion are waiting at the designated location. Backup from the security department is on the way too. So you knew something would go wrong on this mission from the beginning. No one can predict the future. But we can always have a plan B.
Could be a lot of hostiles ahead, everyone. Be
Good,
careful.
you reached the target location. The rocket is your responsibility until the salvage
Is
team
anybody
gets to
hurt?
you. I'm trusting you'll be able to keep it. Miss Frida Ignis, here to help. I've got you covered. I'm in position. I'll pick off Coyote reinforcements as they approach. Okay, I gotta talk about this for a minute. Dude, we actually have companions helping us in a gacha game.
Who needs this the most?
Actual AI that even use their own fucking ultimates, which is
Why are these
crashing.
guns auto load?
Well, not crashing the
just
game,
going to
but making
stand
it
there?
freeze up. Like, Snowbreak does have some pretty good things in it. You gotta give it to them. Like, it's got an interesting gameplay premise, and actually having AI that actually is helping you out and using their own stuff that is making me change the settings, I really do like that.
guns auto-load. Does nobody think about these things?
Should have run when you saw us. Getting killed like this? Irrational. Who needs this the most? It's like they don't even calculate their odds of success.
From the gods we stole. Fire!
Should have run when you saw us. Getting killed like this? Irrational. Who needs this the most? Who needs this the most? Just as my models predicted.
I'm ready. The adjutant has enough on his plate. Sorry. It really wouldn't be right for me to let you disturb. I'm sure you understand.
I actually have to mention, again, that I like how these missions are going. We had the main group, and then we split off into a backup team member coming in to rescue the group, and now we're in another mission where we're playing as a sniper, protecting the team. Dude, do you know how fucking badass this would be with like a smooth Call of Duty transition? Like, dude, I want to play that one theme from Modern Warfare 2, Spec Ops.
No need.
Where you use the Predator
I like
missile
how it's
and
hard.
you're
Let's see
in
how
the
you deal
snow
with this.
using the sniper and shit. I think they call it something. I think they call it Sniper 5. Or Sniper V? I think that's what they called it. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you know. I want to put the theme in here, but...
All done. Now, who's on cleanup duty? Done, boss.
Targets have been eliminated. Breathe, everybody. Mary and I will stay here to support the salvage team. Adjutant, I'll leave you to handle the mechs.
Liberation. Big smile. Pretend it doesn't hurt.